The chapter opens with a shot of a skyscraper, symbolizing power. News crawls about the government's worst crisis and the president's impeachment. News anchors are shown, delivering breaking news. The atmosphere of the broadcast is incredibly serious and tense. A close-up of the TV screen reveals Hiro, Stardust is being discussed for promotion to S rank. This is a major turning point for her career. A new character, Seola, appears, relaxing with a white cat. She murmurs, "Our Haru must be happy," referring to Stardust. The TV continues to report on the villain Egostic. He is also under consideration for S rank after months of discussion. A strange recognition for a villain. A hand holding a remote clicks the TV off. A knock is heard. "Miss Seola, excuse me." She calmly responds, "Come in." The official Chapter 38 title card. Below it, Seola continues to pet her white cat in a regal and mysterious manner. Seola's full profile. Successor of Yusan Corporation and a rank hero known as Icicle. She is a true power player. Seola listens to a report from her secretary. The next presidential candidates have promised to follow Yusan Corporation's orders. A close-up of Seola's smirk as she hears she has been granted full authority. She exclaims, "Finally!" Seola coldly dismisses her secretary after securing her grip on the political situation. A shot of Seola's luxurious office falling into silence, highlighting her isolation and absolute power. Seola smirks evilly, silently thanking Egostic for creating the chaos that gives her the chance to swallow South Korea. Scene shifts to a modern villa, where the real trouble begins to brew for our main characters. Egostic's group is gathered, and they start to realize that something is very wrong. Dian Egostic looks visibly worried as he realizes Stardust is starting to suspect his true identity. Seoyun asks in surprise, "Suspecting what?" Da-in frantically replies that she suspects he might not be a real villain. Seoyun looks at Dain with disdain and bluntly asks, "Are you an idiot?" She can't believe he's worried about that. The whole group surrounds Da-in, teasing him about how he doesn't look like a villain at all, leaving him wondering what's wrong with him. Everyone starts listing his villainous deeds, committing terrorism when bored, taking countless hostages only to release them, and even killing other villains. Chibi characters appear, teasing Dain. They sarcastically remark that he has lived a hard life, both as a villain and as a person. Da-in desperately insists he's a true villain. But the ginger-haired girl calmly eats while asking, "Were you really trying to look like a real villain all this time?" She delivers a blow. "The moment you tried to look like a villain, you were already hopeless." She only joined him because she saw through his kind nature. The group discusses the previous battle. If that giant weapon had hit Seoul with full power, Stardust wouldn't have stood a chance of stopping it. His teammates point out that Dain secretly blocked the attack and controlled the firepower to protect everyone. Anyone who doesn't notice that is a fool. Dain starts to panic. He believes Stardust is the embodiment of justice and that it's absurd for her to suspect a soon-to-be S-rank terrorist. Like him, the ginger girl bluntly retorts, "So what? Justice incarnation or whatever? Do you think Stardust is stupid?" A satirical frame with the text, "Anyone can see you're not a villain." Dain's face is completely frozen in shock. The two girls look at each other, satisfied for speaking the harsh truth. Wow, remains in a state de middle. The mood shifts. Dain reflects on his true reason for being a villain, not because he's crazy, but to protect her and the world. Dain worries that if Stardust finds out the truth, she won't see him as an enemy anymore and won't be able to fight him with all her heart. He screams in panic because if Stardust doesn't grow stronger, she won't be able to stop the world's destruction. His outburst startles Seoyun. With a determined look, Dain tells himself he must continue to be the worst villain possible to motivate Stardust to grow. Suddenly, Dain announces he's going to Busan and will be back soon, leaving the whole group staring in confusion. Scene shifts to the front of a massive skyscraper, where Haru Stardust is standing with a travel suitcase. Haru is in casual clothes, looking up at the building with an overwhelmed expression, exclaiming, "Wow!" A man in a suit approaches, bows, and asks to confirm her identity. "Excuse me, are you Haru?" By any chance? The staff member enthusiastically offers to carry her luggage to her room, while Haru shyly thanks him. Haru feels a bit nervous about the overwhelming hospitality. Just as she thinks about carrying the bag herself, she hears someone call her name. Seola suddenly appears with a bright smile and hugs Haru, much to the hero's surprise. Seola affectionately pinches Haru's cheek and compliments her growing beauty, leaving a flustered Haru wondering what's gotten into her. Without giving Haru a chance to react, Seola grabs her hand and enthusiastically exclaims, "Come on, let's enjoy today to the fullest." Seola gives a playful wink, declaring this a special celebration for the birth of South Korea's very first S-rank hero. Haru is completely overwhelmed by the luxury of the room. She gasps woo-oh as she takes in the high-class living space. A stunning frame of Haru standing on the balcony, gazing out at the sparkling blue sea under the bright sunlight. Seola asks with a satisfied smile, "Nice, right?" And Haru can only nod in agreement at the breathtaking scenery. The two stand together enjoying the sea breeze before Seola gently invites Haru inside to begin the main festivities. A world-class buffet is revealed, featuring professional chefs serving the most expensive and exquisite dishes. Haru's eyes sparkle like stars the moment she sees the divine mango frappe. It's definitely her ultimate weakness. Haru blissfully enjoys her first bite of mango. Her satisfied expression is incredibly cute and pure at this moment. Seola smiles at Haru, who is happily eating, and teases, "You like mango that much?" It's an incredibly cute scene. Seola suddenly mentions Egostic, the fan nickname for Egostic, making Haru flinch in confusion. Seola confesses she wishes she had a personal villain like Haru Dois, as Busan only has small fry who can't help her reach S rank. Haru stays silent and awkward in the face of her close sister's strange wish. Seola excitedly suggests to Haru, "Should I go up to Seoul this time? I want to face Egostic's terrorism at least once." Haru immediately and vehemently objects. Haru frantically explains that Egostic is so obsessed with her that if someone else interferes, he might do something completely uncontrollable. Seola looks a bit disappointed but also asks, "If you're not here, then who will protect Busan?" Suddenly, Seola's smartwatch vibrates with an alert. "Someone touched the desk in my office." Seola claims she has an urgent call from the company and leaves, leaving Haru alone with unresolved questions. Seola enters her empty office. She looks around suspiciously, wondering if the alarm system just had a glitch. Suddenly, her cat is seen floating in midair, held by a mysterious purple energy. A voice rings out, confirming it is not an error. Seola clutches her cat, her face showing pure shock as she realizes exactly who is standing in her office. A wide shot of the office. The intruder declares he activated the security program just to have a private meeting with her. Egostic appears majestically on the sofa, wearing his signature mask and top hat. He calmly greets her, "I am Egostic,